Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to Trad Rod and Custom. I'm Oliver, and today we're going to be talking about this Roadster. Been doing a little bit on the side, a little bit off camera, trying to do a little mad dash, seeing if we can get this thing ready for the cruise at the end of the month. Let's check it out. So I've been working on this thing, as you can tell. I did some finish welding on the grill shell here. Took a piece of fencing and made a temporary placeholder of an insert. Of course, this is not how this is going to be, but I just wanted to see the profile a little bit, see what I was working with. I am going to make an insert out of stainless steel. I'll TIG weld one up. We'll get it polished up. It'll look good. Yanked out the dash. Went ahead and got some black lacquer on it and some gold paint and did my best to do a little pinstriping around that. It didn't turn out great, but it turned out okay enough. I'm going to probably mask around this again and try to clean that line up around the outside. Also got the gauges. I kind of give you an idea of what I was going after. So the gauges are gold in the faces. This is gold, kind of matches, and this is more of a copper color, but I feel like they all kind of jive a little bit better now. Headlight switch goes here, ignition goes there. I got a gauge pawl that matches for the other side. But yeah, I just wanted to get it looking halfway decent before we wire it up and bolt it into the car. Now on that note, we've been doing a bunch of wiring on this thing. I think you guys probably, most of you might have seen the short. If you haven't, go check it out. I shot a short on this thing a couple weeks ago now, where we got this thing turnkey. So right off the ignition, cranks over, fires up. Now, it's pretty cool video. Worth checking out. I might plug a clip of it somewhere in. Here, but you should go check out the short too. It's pretty neat. But anyway, what we've been working on the shifter. Got the shifter done. Check out the last video. Off camera, I did the parking brake. Got that mounted. Now I still have to hook it up, but I got it mounted. Got the handle in, got it restored so the thumb button works and it engages and disengages. Right now where we're at, we got this tire on finally, so we got no more tire going flat and leaning over. We got 4 good tires, 4 good tubes. Now we're at a point where we need to start finishing up the floors. Get that parking brake hooked up so it's done. I filled up the transmission with oil, with tranny fluid. Need to start building our floor structure and putting our floors in the front, the toe board and all that stuff. And then got to figure out some kind of accelerator pedal. So we've got a shifter, brakes, accelerator pedal. Now, the list of things left to do on this car. Spindle bushings on the driver's side front. They're bad. So I'm going to pull that wheel off. I'm going to pull that spindle off. I'm going to rebush that. Got to get that done. It's really bad. I don't know how it got past me before, but it's bad. I already did the bushings on the passenger side. So we got to do the floors. We got to replace one brake line that leaks, really pretty healthy. But the brakes worked when, it just had a little leak, which drains all the fluid out of the reservoir. But otherwise, everything's dialed in for the brakes. Floors, accelerator pedal. Put the interior together. I got some black carpet back there. I got a sew on. I'm getting a commercial sewing machine tomorrow. Got to sew on some welting on the, or whatever, the edges around the carpet. I want to have that kind of 50s style. We got our white tuck and roll seat. We got white tuck and roll matching door panels, the whole interior. So it should look pretty slick. One thing we have to do is we have to figure out an inline primer pump. So the mechanical pump on this thing works. These mechanical pumps are notorious for not being able to draw from the tank, though. Not really. They can, but even in good shape, they're just not great. So what I really want to do is I want to run just a toggle switch primer pump. Something that just, when I get in after it's been sitting for a while, flip it on, fills up the glass sediment bowl up here, just gets us gas all the way up, and then the pump should be able to feed it after that. We're only running one carburetor, nothing crazy. So that's kind of the list, though. That's it. You got to check fluid in the rear. I don't think there's any gear lube in the rear end. Did oil change in the motor. Got to finish wiring it. Got to wire up the gauges. Got to run the wires to the headlights off the relay because we're using a push-pull switch for the dash. It's not a strong enough switch it's kind of a trick, wiring trick. If you want to use like a small switch and not a big headlight switch, you just use a little switch like that. You run it through a relay, and that's just a way to bypass now. I didn't want a big headlight switch. I just wanted that little dainty little pull switch. And I'm not worrying about high beams right now. Just going to wire in headlights, taillights, turn signals. And honestly, before the cruise, might even skip the turn signals and just do hand signals out the window. I won't be hard to see in this thing. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Been doing a lot of work off camera. Sorry, guys. I know some of you really want to see every step of this thing, but I'm at a spot right now where I am short on time, and life is just hectic, and I'm trying my best to keep getting something done every day on this so that I might have it done in time for that cruise. I might not have it done in time for the cruise. I'm doing my best. We'll see what happens. I'm doing my best, but either way, making great progress. I'm real proud of the thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on the road this summer either way. So yeah, stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're building a cool hot rod here, and we're building it all out of scraps. It's I know some of you probably go and get, you're building a car, you go get a Model A, or you go get something that was a car. This was not a car. This was a pile of rusty bits that, doors that have been run over by trucks, so sitting on the ground, they're all caved in. It's a different make and model from nose to stern. I mean, it's probably 15, 20 different makes and models, different years. It ranges all the way from 1925 to, what's the newest part? 1949, I think, is the newest part on the car. So 25 to 49. And it hits a lot of the years in between there. I mean, it's got a 38 front end. It's got wide 5 wheels and drums, which could be anywhere from 37 to 39. 36 was different. They're wide 5, but they're different. Model A chassis. This is a 35 Chevy Master Deluxe shell that I've severely adjusted and modified. 49 Lincoln motor, K-member, brakes, trunk lid, 25 Dodge cowl, doors, B-pillars, 27 Chevy Roadster quarters, 25 Chevy Roadster windshield, stanchions, chopped. it's just a little bit of everything. It's been a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to play around in, and I'll tell you what, you guys are not going to want to miss the next couple builds. They're going to be pretty slick. Got some cool stuff, and they're going to go a little faster too, because this car has been an exercise in creativity, and really, it's not an easy thing to put a car together this way when it didn't start as a car. When it started as a whole bunch of different cars, to put it together and have it all jive and have it all work. This is not your cookie cutter AV8 Roadster. There's about 1 million of those you can buy. You know, you can buy Brookville parts. You can buy stamped rails. There's jigs and measurements and everything goes together. This was not that. This was trial and error. I had that rear quarter on the driver's side on and off of this thing 3 different times. It's a lot of measuring. It's a lot of figuring it out. And then a lot of just clamping stuff together and standing back and looking at it, seeing if it looks good. In general, I'm proud of this thing. I think it's really slick. It should scoot down the road pretty good. Fingers crossed. It's got a 37 Ford pickup rear end. That's the only unknown I have at this point, as to whether or not this thing's gonna jive, gonna work. 37 Ford pickup rear end behind a Hydromatic from a 49 Lincoln. So we'll just have to see. I don't even know what gear ratio's in the back. Has an open drive conversion, drive line about that long on it. We're just got to see how it works. Either way, if we get it all buttoned up and together, the Junction City cruise, it'll just be a cruise. It'll be able to maneuver driving in a cruise. But as far as highway speeds and stuff after that, I don't know. So we'll just see what happens. Keep having fun. And I hope you guys join me for it. Hope you hit the subscribe button. Feel free to drop it in the comments, any questions you have, or maybe ideas or whatnot. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all hanging with me.